Don't mess with eagles, man. Peacemaker, episode 5. This, I mean, it's fine. It's moving along. It felt like more sort of setting things up to happen next time. I'm surprised it took them, since episode 3, it took them 2 episodes to get Chris back into the other dimension again. That feels, overall, stretching that over 2 episodes feels drawn out. That feels like that should be 1 episode, because he's gonna go back, whether it's with the intent of staying or not. He's going back again. So making us, stretching that over 2 episodes, it feels ill-advised. Like, I really do feel like between this episode and the previous one, you could have condensed the important stuff down to 1 episode just by trimming some stuff. So this also kind of retroactively makes me a little bit down on the previous episode, which I'd already said was kind of a moving pieces in place kind of an episode. But since we've now gotten 2 of those in a row, I'm now kind of down on both of them a little bit more, because it's like, this did not need to be 2 episodes. And it doesn't especially help that, like, some of the stuff that was eating up time was not bits I super enjoyed. Like, the stuff with Adebayo and this ad, okay, maybe this is just a self-report, but the instant, like, she got the question, is that, silhouette actually you? I knew where it was going, and I absolutely knew where it was going when I heard the word Greek said, because yes, I did know what that meant pretty much immediately. If you know me, you shouldn't be shocked that I knew that. And it's not just a matter of the joke got ruined because I understood what the meaning was before it was explained. I guess I'm just kind of over the bit of Adebayo just getting kicked around over this agency thing. Like, pretty much everyone tells her it's a crap idea and it's not working, and everything she tries just makes it worse. And I don't know, I get it. Like, the bit's spent. Can we stop? Yeah, I'm not sure what else there is to say about that. The stuff that went on once Chris was at Argus was interesting. I really liked watching Harcourt, like, pressure Economos, into booking him, so that it showed up in the system, which meant they then had eyes on them. And then there's, I forget her name, but the cyborg, getting real ticked off at Economos, and Economos being like, I'm sorry, I did the thing we're legally required to do. And then Flurry being like, you did a good thing. I was like, oh, this guy does have layers. Like, he's a dick, don't get me wrong, but, like, he also has layers. It's kind of interesting. I made the joke at the beginning with Eagley. The thing was, that didn't even surprise me that much. I also kind of called that, just because I'd had the thought early in the episode when, whatever the hell his name, Michael Rooker. I'm just going to call him the actor's name. When Michael Rooker was, trying to bait Eagley, I kind of already had the thought, James Gunn is the kind of guy who would actually have Eagley be like the Lord of Eagles, the prime eagle. And so then when it happened, it wasn't particularly surprising. I don't think this resolves the issue I had last episode of having the cultural appropriation guy appear to successfully use tribal magic. I don't think this actually fix that. I understand that this is likely all made up. I'm sure the idea of a primate eagle has no basis in Native American or indigenous lore or mythology or beliefs or anything. But at the same time, the whole thing just feels a little weird. But the character's dead now, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I did like Adebayo immediately realizing that Judo Master had been somewhere because of the Cheeto fingerprints. That was a nice touch. I like that. You know what hit me surprisingly hard? Vigilante Adrian, his breakdown when he realized Chris was gone. That was, because, like, especially a character as morally messed up and sort of socially cockeyed as he is, like, you can really see many scenarios in which the idea that something happens that makes him cry would be played for laughs. I'm actually really glad that they let that moment just play, and it was really sincere. Like, it choked me up a little. And like, I like Vigilante, I find him funny, but like, he's not a character that I relate to in that, you know, in a personal way. But that moment hit because there was just so much very sincere pain in that, with the idea that like the one person who he's really thought was his friend, who has been, you know, in his life and it's, you know, in anything close to a positive way, the longest, is now suddenly gone. And yeah, that played really, really well. I'm not sure if there's too much else to even really talk about. Again, it's just kind of a moving pieces into place. Rick Flag Sr. is working fine for me. Here's what I do like about Rick Flag Sr. in this one. I like that. I legitimately like that I cannot tell if he is, as he said, pretending to be out of control and flying off the handle in order to cause Peacemaker and anybody helping him to underestimate him because they think he's being reckless when really he's in control. Or if that's his cover story for the fact that he is actually a little bit out of control right now, and not knowing what percentage is where on that, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I dig that. So yeah, that's solid stuff. It's kind of all I've got, though. Yeah, I watched it earlier in the day, and then I did have a lot of stuff to do. It's possible I'm forgetting something that's worth talking about, but I'm just kind of left with this overall feeling of like, just not a lot happened, which isn't actually true. Plenty happened, but it's just like, none of it is the thing. It's all like getting us to the point where the things can happen, whatever the things are. These aren't the things. Did that make any sense? I don't know. This is more of the trip in the car to the destination. I kind of feel a little bit like Milhouse right now. When are they gonna get to the fireworks factory? Like I kind of feel like that just tiny bit right now. Especially because like we got to get Chris back in there so we can have the revelation about the universe that he thinks is objectively better, that most folks have already called 2 episodes ago. So yeah, I wonder if part of the problem is James Gunn overestimated how sneaky he was with the setup for that, and maybe he didn't realize people were going to catch on to what he was doing as quickly as they did. Maybe if he'd realized that, he wouldn't have had 2 episodes since Chris left that world and goes back to it. I don't know. Random speculation on my part. But look, it's still solid. It's still a good time. It's still good performances. I still like the characters. It's just 2 episodes in a row that are kind of like, okay, yeah, now let's get to something. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Peacemaker, episode 5. What'd you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Patreon pays the bills and enables me to do this as my living. Even if you can't help me out that way, like, share, subscribe. Those all help. Don't worry too much about it. We take a relaxed attitude around here, so you can just come on back next time you need a break. And now to thank my highest supporting patrons: Robin Moore, Jared Boyce, Zubin Lufula, Monty Kate 808, Mira G, Angry Casperl, Dave Hall, Movie Turtle, Oliver B, Sean Miller, Welsh Wrestling Geeks, Alyssa Pedersen, Mary Mello, Becky Sparks, Loki Eris, Tracy Scrabbit, Pau Barabajoggle, and Sir Didymus is my favorite, as well as Welsh Wrestling Geeks. So, folks said they wanted the rats back. Here they are. I really should have not worn something that exposed this much skin. Their nails are sharp. Ow. Oh, you guys, get back here. Butthead.